Welcome to Fenway Park as the Red Sox and Orioles get ready for the middle game of the three-game series between the Orioles and the Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, last night, the Baltimore Orioles defeated the Red Sox in Game 1 of the series. And, in fact, the Orioles have beaten the Red Sox 4 times here at Fenway Park in 4 games. That has not been the case over the last several years. It has been the Red Sox dominating here at Fenway Park. Over the past 6 seasons, the Orioles have not posted a winning record at Fenway, combining to go just 13-40 from 2006 through 2011. In fact, the Orioles have not had a winning record overall against Boston since 2004, when they won 10 of 19 games. Of their 4 wins at Fenway this season, 3 have come in extra innings. They did drop 2 of 3 to the Sox 2 weeks ago at Camden Yards. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, the Red Sox bullpen has been outstanding, but last night the Orioles got to him.
Well, a little bit of a hiccup. You know, that's going to happen every once in a while to the bullpen, but overall they have been outstanding for a long time now. Last 41 games, the numbers have just been incredible. A 2.19 ERA for the bullpen. Look at the hits, way below innings pitched. A lot of strikeouts for the Red Sox, and of course opponents average at 216. They've been used in 40 of 41 games, so that's a lot of use for the Red Sox bullpen. But the fact is, they're a very proud group, and this has come together very nicely for Bobby Valentine. They had no idea at the beginning of the year what this bullpen was going to look like, how it was going to shape up. But now they've got it in position, people in position to be successful, and hopefully it stays that way for a while.
Well, tonight on the mound for the Red Sox in Game 2, trying to bounce back is Josh Beckett. Beckett on the season 4-5. He's 7-5 in his career against the Orioles. We're back with more from Fenway right after this. Yokohama Tires, Bermuda Tourism, New England's website for deals via Toyota.com, Dunkin' Donuts, New England Subaru dealers, and by Southwest Airlines. Well, it's turned out to be a beautiful night here at Fenway Park, at least for now. Blue skies above. The lights are on here inside Fenway Park as the fans gather for Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Well, of course, this is Kids Month here at Fenway Park, and for the Red Sox in the month of June, the Red Sox Foundation RBI Roxbury Blue Jays are here. Be 15 players, 3 coaches, and they'll be bringing the kids down to the stage. They've already done that as part of the pregame show. They'll be coming out onto the field here momentarily with the players here at Fenway Park. They are ready to go as they'll meet some of their heroes. And tonight, in the PA booth here at Fenway Park is Bob Lobel. So we will send it to Bob Lobel for the introductions at this point tonight from Fenway.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps. Joining the Red Sox on the field as part of our Calling All Kids Month, presented by Hood, is RBI Blue Jays youth softball team from Roxbury. And singing our national anthem is a proud Dorchester native who began singing at 12 years old in a gospel choir at Grace Community Church. Please welcome Rainier C. Simmons.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets they glared, the bombs bursting in air, it gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Rainier Simmons from Dorchester, Massachusetts. Nicely done here from Fenway Park. Some autographs handed out as we come back with the first pitch. Red Sox and Orioles coming your way next. The visiting Baltimore Orioles starting lineup. It's brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Andy Chavez leads it off in right field with J.J. Hardy at shortstop. Adam Jones in center field bats third. Matt Wieters does the catching. Chris Davis, the DH, had last night off, bats fifth. Mark Reynolds at first base, bats sixth, with Wilson Bedeman making his first appearance of the series at third base, bats seventh. Brian Flaherty is in left field, batting eighth. And Robert Andino at second base, bats ninth. Josh Beckett on the hill tonight for the Red Sox, his 11th appearance of the year, 4-5 with a 4.26 earned run average, 46 strikeouts in 63 and a third innings, and opponents hitting at .254 against Beckett. Did lose last time out, giving up 10 hits in 7 innings and 4 runs to the Tigers. First pitch of the game is in there for strike one to Andy Chavez. Chavez, Hardy, and Jones here in the first inning. 150 average for Chavez. And Dino led off last night's game as Chavez sends one to center. Marlon Byrd drifts back and makes the catch shy of the track for the first out.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 5th in the American League with 29 errors on the season. Will Middlebrooks at third base. Mike Aviles the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. and Kevin Youkilis, the first baseman, left to right. Donnell McDonald, Marlon Byrd, Adrian Gonzalez, and Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching for Josh Beckett.
One down for J.J. Hardy, the Orioles shortstop. As Hardy takes strike one, Beckett starting off ahead of each of the first two batters tonight. Hardy at 269, 10 homers, and 25 runs batted in. Another strike, and it is quickly 0-2.
First two fastballs away from J.J. Hardy from Josh Beckett.
Beckett had won back-to-back outings against Seattle at home and then at Philadelphia for no decision against Tampa Bay, and then a loss last time out against the Tigers. Soft ground ball to second base. Pedroia to first, and there's two down. Well, the umpiring crew, the crew chief has got the plate tonight calling the balls and strikes. Jerry Lane with Bob Davidson at first base. It is Hunter Wintelstead at second base, and Dan Bellino is the umpire at third. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Two down in the first inning, and it brings up Adam Jones, center fielder for the O's. Part of our key matchup brought to you by your New England Acura dealers. Jones with good numbers against Beckett, hitting at .314 with a home run. Beckett, the lowest percentage of pitches taken among American League qualifiers. Everybody's swinging. There's another swing here, and Jones sends one to shallow right. Adrian Gonzalez get kind of a late break, but he recovers and makes the catch. It's a 7-pitch, 1-2-3 first. Red Sox are coming up. Top of the first, Red Sox coming up in the bottom of the first inning. The starting lineup for Boston brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Mike Aviles leading it off at shortstop with Dustin Pedroia at second base, batting second. Kevin Youkilis at first base, bats third with David Ortiz at DH. Will Middlebrooks, after 2 games off, back at third base with Adrian Gonzalez in right field. Jared Saltalamacchia does the catching, he bats seventh. Donnell McDonald in left field bats eighth, and Marlon Byrd in center field bats ninth. Wei-Yin Chen on the mound tonight for the Orioles. 11th start of the year, 4-2 with a 3.75 earned run average. He's worked in 60 innings and opponents hitting at .250 against him. 26-year-old, as he worked 5 2/3 in his last outing, giving up 5 runs on 5 hits against Tampa Bay, and he took the loss. He is from Taiwan, signed by the Orioles as a non-drafted free agent to a 3-year contract that'll take him through 2015. Mike Aviles leads it off here for the Red Sox in the last of the first inning. And he takes strike one from Chen. Aviles leading it off where he did for quite a while, but back there again tonight. He hits a 278 homers, 33 runs batted in. Red Sox facing back-to-back lefties tonight and tomorrow to wrap up this series.
And generally when a left-hander does start, it's Aviles that is at the top of the lineup for the Red Sox. Right-hander, he generally drops down in the lineup.
One slap foul down the right field line, out of play. And it is 1-2. Well, this is now the 34th time Mike Aviles has led off for the Red Sox this season. 1-2 pitch. It jams him. Little blooper that is going to be caught. Robert Andino makes the basket catch. He was a little concerned about running into Mark Reynolds, the first baseman, who is also chasing, but Andino makes the catch.
Let's take a look at the Orioles defense. They're last in the American League, 52 errors in 55 games. Wilson Benjamin at third base, J.J. Hardy the shortstop, Robert Andino at second, and Mark Reynolds the first baseman. Left to right, Ryan Flaherty, Adam Jones, and Andy Chavez. Matt Wieters doing the catching for Chen.
One down here in the first inning for Dustin Pedroia, second game back for Dustin. And he takes a look at ball one. Pedroia hitting at 291, 5 home runs and 22 runs batted in on the year. Last night in his return, 0 for 3, but he did have an RBI and a sac fly in last night's game. His first action since he left the game on May 28th against the Tigers in the 5th inning. The thumb problem. Red Sox dropping the first game of this 3-game series here last night, and after a dramatic home run by Jared Saltalamacchia to tie the game last night 6-6 and eventually lose it in the very next inning in the 10th. The Red Sox now a game over 500, 3 games back of the O's, and with Tampa Bay being down by the Yankees last night, a tie atop the East. Saltalamacchia's home run last night is 11th of the year. Tied it up 6-6, but fortunately the Red Sox could not come away with the win. On the ground to J.J. Hardy at shortstop. 2 down in the first inning.
This is the second time that Chen has faced the Red Sox, was not involved in a decision in a 6-4 Orioles win. That was in 13 innings back here at Fenway Park on May 4th. In that ball game, he allowed 4 runs, 3 of them were earned on 5 hits, 3 walks, and he went 5 innings in that game against the Red Sox.
So 2 down, Kevin Youkilis is standing in. Youkilis at first base tonight is Bobby Valentine able to get Adrian Gonzalez, Kevin Youkilis, and Will Middlebrooks back in the lineup all together once again tonight. This is inside, and it's 2-0. This is the first time this year that Kevin Youkilis has batted in the 3 spot. And of course tonight Adrian Gonzalez dropping down to 6. A little different in the lineup as Valentine tries to take a little bit of the pressure off Adrian right now, whose average is at 262 to start the night and only 4 home runs so far in the season for Adrian.
Yeah, the combination that he's been struggling a little bit. They get the left hand on the mound. They drop him down in the lineup, as you mentioned, down, and take some pressure off him.
Last time he batted 6th. They got to go back to September of 2006. There's a ground ball to third, throw across, and Youkilis is retired. It's a 1-2-3 first for Chen. We're scoreless from Fenway Park. We head to the top half of the second inning. No score as both teams go 1-2-3 in the first as Matt Wieters stands in here for the O's. It's one chop foul. Wieters moving up in the cleanup spot in the absence of Nick Markakis on the DL for the Orioles. Wieters at .250, 9 homers and 25 runs batted in. Popped up right around the bag at second, and Aviles will take care of out number 1 of the second inning. Hitting the road, take the Red Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Red Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit RedSox.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. One out in the second. Chris Davis had last night off, back in there for the Orioles. 295, 9 homers and 23 runs batted in. He was what turned out to be the hero in the 17-inning game here at Fenway Park. No, he did not hit the 3-run home run like Adams Jones did off Darnell McDonald, but he did pitch the last 2 innings for the O's as they went position player against position player pitching in the 16th and 17th innings. And despite striking out 5 times in that game offensively, he did pitch and get the win.
Had a pretty nice little cut fastball working for him in that game.
He was throwing it 90 miles an hour. In his first and only appearance as a pitcher, and it worked out for the Orioles, part of their 4-0 record here at Fenway Park. 0-2 is outside. Adam Jones did have the 3-run home run off Darnell that gave the Orioles the win in that 17-inning affair. Swing and a miss, and Davis down on strikes. He will do that. First strikeout for Beckett, 2 down.
And first curveball for Beckett tonight to pick up the strikeout. Good 12-6 curveball there for Josh Beckett. And Doug, first time at Fenway. How about a Fenway Frank? Well, why not? They're on their way. Get 2, 1 for Mom and 1 for you. Welcome to Fenway Park.
I believe this is the second time you've done this. This is a trend that is beginning.
Yeah, why not, right?
That's right. You got tons of money and they need a hot dog. Mark Reynolds bats with 2 down here in the second inning. Reynolds at .228, 3 homers, 14 runs batted in. Josh Beckett has retired the first 5 Orioles he has faced tonight.
Did they deliver the condiments with those hot dogs too? Or
I would think they would.
Okay.
Give them options. Fouled back 1-2 to Mark Reynolds. This copyright telecast presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. 2 down in the second inning. Mark Reynolds down in the count, 1-2. Looks like another curveball for Beckett. It is, and it is lined to third, caught by Middlebrooks on the backhand. It's a 10-pitch second inning. Inning and a half done from Fenway. No score. Will Middlebrooks, little leather. And the Boston Red Sox have been proud to be a part of American history. Moving forward, Gulf is thrilled to serve as the official electricity supplier to Fenway Park as it celebrates its 100th birthday. One legend to another. Congratulations. Last of the second inning at Fenway Park. Wei-Yin Chen had a 1-2-3 first inning. It's David Ortiz, Will Middlebrooks, and Adrian Gonzalez here in the bottom of the second inning.
First time around, David took an 0 for 3 against Chen. See the numbers on the season for Ortiz: 314, 13 homers, 37 runs batted in.
David 1 for 4 in last night's game as he takes a pitch for ball 2, 2-0. Ortiz against left-handed pitching. It's been amazing this year, hitting at .329 against lefties, and 6 of the 13 home runs that David has against left-handed pitching. Swings at the 2-0 and can't get it. 2-1.
A little bit out of his zone. That ball is a little bit too high for David on the 2-0 count. He's looking for the ball about thigh high.
Lays off. 3-1 now to Big Poppy, starting the second inning. On deck, Will Middlebrooks. Ortiz pops it up. The shift is on. Reynolds, the first baseman, is calling, and he'll make the catch right in front of Andino, the second baseman, but it's Reynolds who retires Ortiz. 1 down. Well, nice play by Will Middlebrooks to end last inning.
A sinking line drive that Middlebrooks has to go across his body, makes the play, and takes extra bases away from Mark Reynolds.
That's for the first time tonight, checking in at .314, 6 homers and 22 runs batted in. Middlebrooks takes strike 1. He has hit safely in 21 of his first 26 games in the majors and riding a 7-game hitting streak coming into tonight. It's just off the outside edge, and it's 1-1. Middlebrooks leading American League rookies in slugging. Takes 2-1 inside, and it is 3-1. Second straight batter that Wei-Yin Chen has gone 3-1-2. That's a strike, full count. Line and picked on a hop off the glove of Andino, and he has no play. Tough hop, hard hit. Andino got a glove on it, but it ends up behind him, and by the time he can gather it, Middlebrooks at first base.
That should be a base hit for Middlebrooks. This ball, a rocket that just explodes at the glove right there of Robert Andino. So if it is a base hit, it'll be 8 straight games now for Middlebrooks.
It is a base hit for Middlebrooks. 8-game hitting streak now for him. 1 on, 1 out for Adrian Gonzalez. Again, batting from the number 6 spot for the first time since September of 2006. .262 average to start the night for Gonzalez. 4 homers and 29 runs batted in. And in listening to Bobby Valentine before the game, a lot of talk about pitch selection for Adrian so far this season. And Adrian not walking nearly as much as he normally does, and he feels that the walks will come when the home runs come, and vice versa. So far they have not come, and really in the second half of last season the home runs seem to diminished for Adrian as the year went on also.
Now the guy's too good a hitter, not to hit. He's going to hit. There's no question about that. And it is a question of swinging at better pitches. He has been a little bit off in his timing, chasing some pitches he doesn't normally chase.
16 walks to 47 Ks on the year for him as he hits one down the left field line towards the corner foul and into the seats.
I think we've had a hot dog delivery, Don.
Outstanding. They got them quickly. So I think they're very appreciative, Jerry, of your gesture.
Yeah, how about that smile?
That's awesome.
First game at Fenway, enjoy the hot dog.
2-1 is popped up. Over goes Betterman, foul ground, third baseman for the O's makes the catch. He thought he was right at the wall, had more room as it turned out, but he makes the grab. This played by Betterman, who ends up sitting on the wall.
Wilson Betterman moving to third base tonight. He had a little bit more room than what he actually thought he had, but is able to make the catch, a little bit of a circus catch, and then just sits down for a while. Hey, somebody tell that dad that the other hot dog was for Mom, because Mom was holding up the sign.
Oh, so they were short of hot dogs?
Well, they were two hot dogs, one for the little girl who was enjoying her first game, and Mom who was holding up the sign.
So no hot dogs for Dad?
No, he wasn't doing anything.
2 down here in the second inning. Middlebrooks at first. Jared Saltalamacchia, the big 2-run home run last night at the time, was huge. And as they check on Middlebrooks at first base. Temperature gauge for Saltalamacchia, 88 degrees. 5 for 16 his last 5 games. The 1-0 is going to miss. 2-0. Oh, actually, it's going to be a late strike call from Jerry Lane. 1-1.
Taking a look at the Amica pitch zone, and it looks like a good pitch right there from Chen.
Swinging a foul back, 1-2. Two outs in the inning. Will Middlebrooks at first base. Saltalamacchia down to the count, 1-2. 11th major league start tonight for Wei-In Chen. First Taiwanese born player in Orioles history. 1-2 is outside.
Tries to change up, but couldn't get it down in the zone. Stayed up and away from Saltalamacchia.
Darnell McDonald waits on deck. Red Sox batting with 2 down here in the second inning. Roll down the third baseline. Bennett will bare hand, throws on the run, and just in time to get Saltalamacchia. Bang bang play at first, and a nice defensive inning for Wilson Bennett. We're scoreless at the end of 2. 2-hour format. It's Sox in 2, presented by Ace Ticket. Great seats at great prices. You might see Jerry and I on TV. We head to the top of the third inning. Scoreless from Fenway Park as Wilson Veneman had a great defensive inning for the Orioles and leads it off here offensively in the third inning as he takes strike one. First pitch strikes to all 7 batters Beckett has faced out of the gate here tonight. He's looked very sharp as he misses 1-1. One strikeout, got Chris Davis in the second inning. Swing and a miss for Betterment, and it is 1-2. Betterment spending last year between Kansas City and Detroit. 285 and 97 games between the two venues. Nice play by Betterment right at the end of last inning.
Charging the ball and coming in with the bare hand. That's a tough play with the bare hand, and I'm not sure you're always going to get it in the fingers or the palm of the hand.
2-2 foul tip, not held onto by Saltalamacchia.
A lot of times you get a ground ball like that in the palm of your hand, you end up throwing it to a changeup to first base. That's a lot of teams.
He's been around Atlanta, LA, New York, Chicago, and other teams. Two is on the outside corner, appeared to be outside, but Beckett getting the call. Second K for Beckett. He'll take it. One down.
Yeah, Beckett's going to love that strike zone right now as he takes this fastball away from Wilson Benjamin. Ball was definitely outside, but he gets the call, and if he gets that call all night, he's going to be awfully tough.
One down in the third inning brings up Ryan Flaherty, who came into the game last night defensively. Swing and a miss for strike one. Flaherty at 164 with a home run, 3 runs batted in. Flaherty taken in the Rule 5 draft by the O's from the Chicago Cubs December of last offseason. Swing and a miss. He strikes out. Beckett with back-to-back Ks, 3 in all.
2 on curveballs, 1 on a fastball. The last one to Flaherty, a curveball. Very similar to the pitch that he struck out Davis on back in the second inning.
So 2 down here in the third inning brings up Robert Andino. 247, 3 homers and 14 runs batted in for Andino. Last year setting career highs in virtually every offensive category as taps it foul. First chance to play on a regular basis after the trade from the Florida Marlins as they were known then. Of course, last year, the last game of the year, walk-off RBI single off Papelbon with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth in the season's final game, knocking the Red Sox from the postseason. And a big year last year for the O's, and certainly in the season series against the Red Sox was very, very big. And 10 RBIs against the Red Sox last year. 1-1 on the ground at third. Middlebrooks was in on the grass. Another 1-2-3 inning for Beckett, looking outstanding out of the gate. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third. Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Bottom of the third inning back at Fenway Park. No score as Darnell McDonald leads it off for the Red Sox, former first-round draft choice of the Baltimore Orioles, as he takes strike one. He's activated from the DL yesterday. Been placed on the DL back on May 13th with right oblique strain. Played in 6 rehab games for the Pawtucket Red Sox. It's a fly ball out towards left center field. On the move is Flaherty back at the wall. It's off the wall. Jones will play the carry, but into second base is Darnell McDonald with a double to begin things here in the third inning.
Well, that's the way to get back in action, get a fastball. And McDonald got a fastball and plants it up against that left field wall. Middle in, that's where he likes his fastball. And Darnell, in his first at bat in quite some time, takes it off the wall for the double.
So McDonald at second base, and here's Marlon Byrd, 271 with a home run, 7 runs batted in. Byrd has hit safely in 12 of his last 15 games. Into right field and a base hit for Byrd. McDonald will be stopped at third, now waved on, and he retreats to third base. Royster was trying to get him to go, but McDonald either didn't pick him up or picked him up very late because he stopped. Royster was all the way down by the fungo circle trying to get him to go. It's now first and third, nobody out.
I think Darnell made the right decision there by stopping too, because you know the ball's first, the ball's in the air, so that freezes you for a little bit, as you could see there at second base. And now you see him rounding third. He's being waved on, but I don't think he could have scored, especially with nobody out in the inning. Jerry Royster trying to be aggressive right there, but I think McDonald himself didn't feel like he could score on that and held up. Nice job, too, by Marlon Byrd to move that ball to the right side.
First and third, nobody out. Mike Aviles, the batter. Aviles popped out to second base, first time up, second time through here for the Red Sox against Wei-Yin Chen. Up and away, ball 1 to Aviles. Now Chen coming in with a 4-2 record, 3.75 earned run average. Red Sox threatening here in the third inning. To right field. Andy Chavez will make the catch. McDonald tags and heads for home. Throw is going to be not in time, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. Mike Aviles on a sac fly to right. Red Sox strike first.
Well, nice baseball right there. The leadoff double, move him over with a single, and the sacrifice fly by Aviles. Certainly deep enough to Andy Chavez out there in right field to score that run from third base. And the Red Sox take the 1-0 lead.
Well, Jerry, it's funny how it works out. One of the first questions Bobby Valentine was asked about today in his media meeting was about his lineup and the fact that he had both Darnell McDonald and Marlon Byrd in there, guys who have not played a lot, and why are they both in there? Well, both get base hits in this inning, and one has already scored. So the contributions felt immediately tonight by those two. Pitch will be in there for a strike to Pedroia. Works out well for Bobby Valentine so far tonight. Byrd at first, held on by Mark Reynolds. Oh, 1 is fouled off to the right, and it's 0-2. Coming up in this game tonight, Daisuke's debut Saturday. We'll activate him for that game as he will take the spot of Bard in the rotation for now. Daisuke after his rehab. Check in on Andrew Bailey's progress. Jenny Dell caught up with him, and we'll check in on the Rays-Yankees game tonight as they play from Yankee Stadium in their series tonight.
No surprise booth guests tonight?
Not that I'm aware of, no. But it's early. The 0-2 is strike 3 call as Pedroia takes a look, and it's the first strikeout of the night for Chen. 2 down in the inning.
Pretty nasty right here. This fastball down and away from Dustin Pedroia, and just does pick up the corner of the plate, down about knee high on the corner.
Two down in the third inning for Kevin Youkilis, and grounded out to third baseman Wilson Benemet in the first inning. Youkilis takes strike 1. Chen checks on Bird at first base, back to the bag.
I think if Bird can get a jump here, he may be going because if he gets thrown out, you got Youkilis hitting in front of Ortiz next inning. If he's safe, obviously, he gets in scoring position. So if he can get a pitch, I think he'd be running.
In the dirt, and it is a ball and a strike. Red Sox facing a left-handed starter tonight. So far this year, the Red Sox are 10-7. The opposing starter is left-handed. Boston's batters leading the majors with 26 home runs, 276 total bases, and a .478 slugging percentage against left-handed pitching. That includes the good work by left-handed hitting David Ortiz against lefties. 1-1 is away, and it's 2-1 now to Youkilis. Chen began his major league career with a 4-0 record. Last Orioles starting pitcher to begin the year 4-0 was Eric Bedard in 2006. Youkilis hits it on the ground deep short. Hardy on the backhand will go to second for the force out. A good play that wraps up the third inning. The Red Sox grab the game's first run, take a 1-0 lead at the end of 3. Standing room only packs are available now. Pair either a game against the Yankees or a popular summer weekend day with an early June game to create your own unique packs for as little as $40. Beyond the best access to concessions and restrooms, standing room only tickets also provide a unique way to experience all that Fenway Park has to offer at an affordable price. Get your tickets today, redsox.com/SRO packs. A base hit to begin things here in the fourth inning for Endy Chavez. First hit of the game for the Orioles on a liner from Chavez.
Yeah, slaps it right by Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks is playing in, expecting a possible bunt. See where he's playing? And the line drive right over his head, right over the glove for the base hit. That's what guys like to do, that bunt. You know, get that third baseman drawn in and try to slap the ball by him.
So first base runner and first hit of the night for the Orioles comes here in the fourth inning. Beckett retiring the first 9 Baltimore Orioles he faced in this game as J.J. Hardy gets his second AB of the night. He grounded out to second base in the first inning. Beckett got an outside pitch earlier for a strikeout, and that one was pretty close to the corner. That one he doesn't get. But he certainly got one earlier from home plate umpire Jerry Lane on Wilson Bettman. As the starter tries to figure out what the strike zone is, at times he will ask the umpire, is that where it's going to be tonight? And perhaps maybe that's what Beckett may have been doing in between innings at the end of last inning. He got that strikeout of Bettman. And then on his way off had words for Lane, and appeared Lane to say it looked like it was a little bit too far out, so maybe Lane missed that pitch.
Well, you know, pitchers want to know, look, I got that pitch that time. Is that going to be a strike tonight? And he's asking Lane, and Lane is saying, no, the ball was outside. So, you know, he's being honest with Josh Beckett.
6-4-3 on the twin killing. 2 down in the inning.
Because if he is going to get that pitch, you just go a little bit farther outside, a little bit farther, you know, keep going.
He can live out there for the rest of the night.
But not the case.
So 2 down here in the fourth inning. Adam Jones, the batter. Jones flying to right field first time up. Jones signing a 6-year extension through 2018 with the Orioles. Most valuable Oriole last year as voted by the Baltimore writers. 151 games for him last year, 25 home runs. Of course, part of the Eric Bedard deal coming over from the Seattle Mariners.
He's just a good player, and a player that they got tied up now for a long time that's just going to keep getting better and better.
He is 26 years old and originally a first-round pick by the Seattle Mariners in 2003. Parts of 2 years in Seattle. On the ground to short, Mike Aviles fields and throws and pulls him off the bag, but Youkilis comes down on the bag. Bang bang play as it turns out. Jones is fired up. Inning is over. Red Sox have a 1-0 lead.
Boston Red Sox has endless opportunities to dine, play, thrill, relax, and of course, win. When you're here, you can be anyone. Foxwoods, anything but ordinary.
1-0. The Red Sox on top of the Orioles as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. David Ortiz introduced. Ortiz, Middlebrooks, and Gonzalez to bat here in the fourth inning. David popped out to the first baseman, Mark Reynolds, in the second inning. Got ahead in the count, 3-1, but ended up popping out to Mark Reynolds at first. His second at bat tonight against Chen. And a one-hopper that explodes, but Hardy picks it with a shift on the shortstop. Right side of the infield, throws out Ortiz.
That ball scorched by David Ortiz, a slider, but right at J.J. Hardy on one bounce. It bounces to his glove side, which makes it a little bit easier play. And Ortiz out at first base for the first out here in the fourth.
Every number is kept. I wonder, and I imagine this is the case, but it seems like this year he has had more of those bullets into the shift than he has in the last couple of years.
Well, you know, the ones that surprise me is the ones when the second baseman is so deep and they're taking line drive hits away. It happened a couple of times, and I forget what series it was, but it was very unusual. I mean, those are base hits, and the second baseman was so deep in right field that it took line drive base hits away from Ortiz. You expect the ground balls, but not the line drives.
Another frustrating at bat for David. Ball hit very well as his pitch missing, and it is 1-2 quickly to Will Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks with an infield hit in the second inning, one of 3 hits in the game for the Red Sox as they bat here with 1 out in the fourth inning. Right side and through into right field, a base hit. Middlebrooks is 2 for 2 tonight.
He's had a few days off, hasn't played very much recently, but boy, has not affected his timing. That's some nice hitting there on a fastball down and away, just going to the opposite field with it. That's a good job of staying back by Middlebrooks.
10th 2-hit game of the year for Middlebrooks, and of his major league career is 1-out single here in the fourth inning, and Adrian Gonzalez coming up. Adrian fouled out to Wilson Bedman, a nice catch and foul ground by the Orioles third baseman in the second inning. Adrian fights it off foul for strike one. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Red Sox home game. Dunkin' Donuts hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Thousands of kids have had the chance to catch a Red Sox game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Tonight we welcome members of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Bellrica. Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community. .01 is fouled off to the left and out of play.
As a rare case there of Adrian leaving the strike zone a little bit. That ball appeared to be high, but yet he swings at it and fouls it off. He's going good. That's generally a pitch that he will take.
One and two to Gonzalez. Adrian 0 for 5 in last night's game. Fouls it straight back, still 1 and 2. Jared Saltalamacchia waiting on deck as Red Sox bat here in the fourth inning. Boston second in the league in batting average to start the night. Red Sox hitting at .274, only behind the Texas Rangers in the American League. Rangers hitting at .286 as a team. And a check on Middlebrooks back to the bag safely. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Red Sox are second in runs, only behind the Texas Rangers as well in the American League. 1-2 is caught by Reynolds. He will have only the one out. There's no time for the pitcher, Chen, to get over in time, but a nice acrobatic play at first base by Reynolds. 2 down.
Well, that's highway robbery right there. Another line drive, another ball hit very hard. One by Ortiz this inning, this time Gonzalez. And watch this play by Reynolds. Not known for his glove over at first base, but takes a base hit away from Adrian Gonzalez. Across the body, and then didn't seem to know where to go after that.
So 2 down. Middlebrook's still at first base, and Jared Saltalamacchia, the batter, grounded out to third base in the second inning. Broken bat, little looper to second base, caught by Andino to end the fourth inning. Red Sox strand a base runner. We're through 4. It's 1-0 Red Sox. Kids in need. That's what Eastern Bank and Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez are made of, which is why we've teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. To find out more, go to easternbank.com/Adrian. Now, fifth inning back at Fenway Park as the Red Sox have a 1-0 lead over the O's. Josh Beckett back on the hill, having thrown just 36 pitches through the first 4 innings. And it is Matt Wieters, Chris Davis, Mark Reynolds scheduled to bat here in the 5th. There's strike 1 to Wieters. Popped out to the shortstop first time up. Quickly down 0-2. Now Beckett in his career 7-5 against the Orioles. Last year was 1-2, gave up 19 earned runs in 24 1/3 innings pitched in 4 starts against the Orioles. It was a team that he had a tough time against a year ago. Grounder back to Beckett. He will flip to first for the first out of the 5th inning. Set it down to Jenny Dell.
Don, as you know, Andrew Bailey has been sidelined since the start of the season with a torn ligament in his right thumb. Having undergone surgery the day before the season started, he's ready to get back into the game.
Sometimes you got to hold yourself back and realize that you've come this far, and there's still a little bit of ways to go, but, getting back into games and stuff. But I'm really looking forward to that day and being back with the team.
When he returns, the Red Sox will have 2 capable closers. Don, with Bailey out of the lineup, Alfredo Aceves has picked up 14 saves.
All right, Jay, thank you very much. It'll be very interesting to see what happens when that time comes and Bailey is ready to return to closing action, whether or not he will be the closer here. I imagine, Jerry, that's the way you got him. First of all, the reason you got him was to be the closer. It's what he does. And number 2, wherever you put Alfredo Aceves, he is going to sort of be into that role and has been able to achieve whatever role you put him in success. So I would think maybe it would be Bailey. I don't know.
Well, time tells a lot, and there's a long time before Bailey gets back. So
right.
I think it's early what we're speculating on.
Premature for the conversation, then, maybe.
I think so, but if everything goes right, and if Aceves continues to get saves for the Red Sox, I don't see a change.
So Bailey would be more of a setup type guy coming out of the pen.
Until he proves how he can throw, and I know he's very upbeat about the fact he's been throwing for a couple of weeks now. But we'll see when the time comes. How's that for dodging a bullet?
My thought just was that Aceves, you make him a starter, he's good.
You can do it.
You make him for middle relief, 3-4 innings, he's good.
That's the flexibility you have.
Right.
You can put him anywhere you want.
Where I'm not so sure you can do that with Bailey at this stage of his career.
You can make him a setup man.
But it is premature, as you mentioned.
Right.
Got a ways to go, but good to see him around again. And as you have talked many times before, probably very difficult for him. Being on the DL, not being around the team, number 1, and number 2, he hasn't even pitched for this team yet.
Yeah, especially in his first year here. Came over from Oakland, of course, was scheduled to be the closer, and of course you have that injury, and it's very, very frustrating. But I think now he's starting to see positive things happen. He's able to throw the ball now, and so you kind of go with that stuff. Good things, step by step.
2-2 pitch to Chris Davis. It's a high fly ball to center field. Marlon Byrd going back. There's plenty of room. Makes the catch, 2 down. Looking for a new job? Attend the Professional Diversity Career Fair at the Boston Marriott Copley Place this Monday, June 11th. For more details, visit boston.com/diversityfair. 2 down in the 5th inning, and it brings up Mark Reynolds. Lined out to third base in the 2nd inning. A hot shot that was caught by Will Middlebrooks. (13 of 15). First pitch strikes for Beckett. He's been ahead of virtually everybody tonight. As jumps ahead now, 0-2.
Another good curveball there from Josh Beckett. He's had a very good one in the ones that he's featured so far in this game tonight. That's such an important pitch for Josh Beckett.
This is with the fastball, and it's 1-2. Mark Reynolds broke into the big leagues of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Some big home run numbers, including 44 home runs in 2009 with Arizona. Last year, in his first year with the Orioles, he hit 37 home runs. This one fouled off to our right, in and out of the radio booth. One-two. On the ground to third base. Middlebrooks will pick and throw. And Beckett has got another 1-2-3 inning. We are halfway through this one. It's 1-0 Red Sox. Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we made historic milestones, and now our home team has reached one of its own. Congratulations on this special anniversary from one Boston institution to another. The last half of the fifth, a pretty sky here from Fenway Park. Turned out to be a nice night after a rainy day. 1-0. Red Sox on top. Last half of the fifth inning. Darnell McDonald, Marlon Byrd, and Mike Aviles coming up. This was the trio that put together the Red Sox first run and only run of the game back in the third inning. McDonald with a double. He would score on the sac fly by Mike Aviles. That has been it from an offensive standpoint for both these sides. Red Sox with 4 hits, the Orioles with only 1. Pitch 60 for Chen. And a pop-up foul ground that has Reynolds over by the photographer as well, and he can't make the catch. Appeared to get a glove on it, but he cannot grab it.
Goes as far as he can, checks how much room he has, gets the glove on it, but it pops right out of the glove. See Bob Tomaselli abandon his camera down there on that?
I saw that. You're not supposed to do that. Aren't you supposed to go down with the camera kind of like a captain on a boat?
Exactly. You're supposed to be locked in. Now watch Bobby here with the glasses.
See you later.
Good.
I am out. Swing and a miss. McDonald strikes out this time. Second K of the night for Chen as we check in with Jenny.
Darnell McDonald was placed on the disabled list on May 13th with a right oblique strain. And after missing 3 weeks, he was activated yesterday and back in the lineup tonight.
It feels good to be back at Fenway Park, back with my boys here, out on the field playing. It's definitely not a good feeling sitting back watching, but the team was playing well, so it made it a little easier. And hopefully I'm looking forward to just getting back out there and trying to contribute.
As Don mentioned earlier, McDonald played in 6 rehab games with the Paw Sox. He went 4 for 21 with 3 doubles and 2 RBI. Jerry, he appeared at all 3 outfield positions.
That's nice to see Darnell back. There's no question about that. Line drive out to Endy Chavez from Marlon Byrd. I wish I had the demeanor of
Darnell McDonald. He's as laid
cool
back
and laid back as you can be.
He is even keel, which you and I really are not.
Absolutely not. And I would like to be like that.
Yeah. Just doesn't matter what it is. I am on the DL. I'm on rehab, and it's great because the team is playing so well. Can you imagine you thinking that when you're on rehab? The team is playing so well while you're gone.
And I never get back up there again.
How about the second baseman going 4 for 4 every day while you're on rehab?
Yeah, that used to make me happy when I was on the disabled list. Yeah.
That's great.
This is good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah. Wish him the best.
I hope he takes my job so I get traded. Mike Aviles has popped out to second. Sac fly to right. Swing and a miss, and it is 2-1. Really have to hand it to Darnell, too, because, yes, he was a first-round draft choice, but it took him a long time to become a regular major leaguer. Really, here in 2010, with all the Red Sox injuries, he got his first chance, and he made good. 2-1 is grounded by the mound up the middle. Hardy, the shortstop, around second. Will throw to first to get Aviles. So 1-2-3 inning for Chen. Play 5 from Fenway. It's 1-0 Boston. And Coyle for Ness and Daly, presented by Sun Life Financial. The highlights from Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The Kings look to sweep the Devils and win their first cup in franchise history. Plus, Gary Washburn will preview the Heat Celtics Game 6. Boston tries to close out the series tomorrow night at the Garden. All this and much more on Ness and Daly tonight after our Red Sox coverage only on Nesson. Wilson Benjamin slaps one down the third baseline into left field for a base hit. Start things here in the sixth inning. Only the second hit given up by Beckett in the game.
Yeah, 2 hits, and they've been very similar, both going to left field. One by Chavez, a line drive over the glove of Middlebrooks, and this one on the ground. See how far off the line Middlebrooks is against Benjamin. And he puts it down that third base line for the base hit.
Well, Beckett has only thrown 50 pitches as he works here in the sixth inning. He's been incredibly economical so far tonight. Most pitches in any inning, 13. That was in the fifth inning, and that was a 1-2-3 inning in the fifth. Second hit he's given up tonight. Now Ryan Flaherty stands in. Flaherty struck out swinging in the third inning. One of 3 strikeouts tonight for Beckett.
Benjamin over at first base does not have a steal on the season. Has been caught one time. Could get some action on the hit and run.
Orioles have not been able to manufacture much tonight against Beckett. Swinging a foul back, 2-1. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Question is, which 2 players in Red Sox history have had cycles against the Orioles? The answer for you a little bit later. This is on this day back in 1996, John Valentin in the last Red Sox cycle. In the dirt, down and in, and it is 3-1.
That's 3 changeups that Josh has thrown to Flaherty in this at bat.
Flaherty now and Dino next as the Orioles bat here in the sixth inning. Three-1 is grounded foul. So 2 hits in the game for the Orioles, a single for Chavez in the fourth inning, and Benjamin starting off the sixth inning with a base hit to left. Beckett here pitching with just a small lead, a 1-0 advantage for the Red Sox. Offense not been able to do anything with Chen, and that turned out to be pretty close, especially where Benjamin didn't dive back. Three-2 pitch on the ground and through into right field, a base hit. So Benjamin touches second, just keeps on going to third, and all of a sudden the Orioles have first and third and nobody out here in the sixth inning.
Well, 2 guys that Beckett struck out back in the third inning both have base hits here in the sixth inning. Flaherty getting a 3-1 changeup. He hooks the outside pitch. He breaks the bat, but it's a base hit between first and second, and the Orioles play first and third.
So at the corners, nobody out. Robert Andino led off in last night's game, bats ninth tonight. Grounded out to third base in the third inning, 0 for 1. Beckett has not had to work from the stretch very much tonight. After he gave up the base hit in the fourth, got a quick double play from J.J. Hardy. So he's been working from the full wind for the majority of this game, and here he is in the 6th inning now from the stretch with runners at first and third. And Dino fouls it off to the right now to play strike one. In each of the last 4 outings for Beckett, he's gone at least 7 innings. 7 2/3 at Philadelphia. The most he's thrown in the last 4 outings. The most he's thrown in any game this season was an 8-inning performance, a win against Tampa Bay in his 2nd outing of the year. And Dino lays off and misses outside, 1-1. Tap foul, 1-2.
And Dino upset with himself that he missed that pitch. He felt like he had a good low fastball to drive and fouls it off.
Andy Chavez waiting on deck. Leadoff hitter for the Orioles. 2 on, nobody out here in the 6th inning for the O's. 60th pitch of the night for Beckett. And it is into right field, a base hit. From third base comes Betterman. He'll score. To third goes Flaherty. It's an RBI single for Andino, and the Orioles have tied the game 1 aside.
Well, Andino continues to be a thorn in the Red Sox side. Looked like it might have been a cut fastball that time from Beckett. 86 miles an hour, and it's sliced, I should say, over to right field for the base hit. Andino picks up his 15th RBI of the season.
So first and third again, nobody out, a run in. It's the bottom part of the order doing the damage. 7, 8, and 9 here for the Orioles to tie the game. Andy Chavez now, who singled in the 4th inning, one of the 4 hits the Orioles have. And Chavez takes strike 1 over the outside corner. Flaherty at third and Dino at first base. Chavez jumping out of the way. He had a big year last year, 83 games for the American League champion Texas Rangers. Ended up hitting .301, 5 homers, 27 runs batted in for the Rangers. Look at his numbers last year with Texas. On the ground right side, Pedroia will go to second for 1. On to first base. It is not in time, and the go-ahead run comes in. From third base, Flaherty comes in, and the Orioles take a 2-1 lead. Chavez, too much speed down the line at first base, will reach and get an RBI.
Yeah, Red Sox playing back, trying to get the double play. 2 quick outs in the inning, but only could get 1 on this. Ball not hit hard enough to Pedroia. A couple of bounces. Aviles across the bag, but Chavez working out of that left side of the batter's box. 2 quick down the line. Andino coming in to try to break up the double play. It really didn't have any effect on the throw at all by Aviles.
So runner at first, 1 down in the inning, 2 runs in here for the Orioles, and here is J.J. Hardy. 0 for 2 in the game. He's grounded out twice as he takes a pitch outside. Grounded out to second base in the first, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the fourth inning. Outside 2-0. Well, for the best deals on great seats, visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. Inside 3-0. Beckett was cruising right along through the first 5 innings, but gives up base hits to 3 straight batters to begin things here in the 6th inning, and all of a sudden now trails 2-1 in this game. A runner at first base, and he is behind J.J. Hardy 3-0.
A lot of that success coming up out of the windup position, out of the stretch. It's been a little bit more difficult.
I would imagine it has to affect you to pitch one way for so long, 5 innings really, and then to all of a sudden go into the stretch after you haven't done it in such a long time and get into such a groove. This is to third. Middlebrooks will go to second for 1, on to first for 2. Double play ends the inning, but the Orioles get 2 in the top of the 6th inning. Take a 2-1 lead from the Fens. Sox first pitch join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's with TC, Jim, and Jenny at 6:30. They'll preview Clay Buchholz's start of the series finale with the Orioles. Buchholz has earned his 5th win of the season Friday against the Jays, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits while striking out 7 in 8 innings of work. Live coverage begins tomorrow at 6 right here on NESN. Well, 2 runs for the Orioles in the top half of the 6th inning. It is 2-1 now. Baltimore on top, as Dustin Pedroia comes to bat here for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pedroia, Youkilis, and Ortiz expected in the inning. Dustin 0 for 2 in the game. He grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. Struck out looking in the 3rd inning. One of 2 Ks for Wei-Yin Chen, who now has a lead for the first time in the ballgame. His 70th pitch is on the ground to short. Hardy has got it. His throw is in time, and Pedroia 0 for 3 in the ball game tonight.
The change up that time from Chen had Dustin a little bit out in front. And the result, the ground ball with J.J. Hardy, who has been very, very steady and solid at shortstop.
One down in the 6th inning, and it brings up Kevin Youkilis 0 for 2 in the game. Youkilis grounded out to third base in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. Youkilis so far 0 for 7 in this series against the Orioles. That's a strike, and it's 2-1 now to Youkilis. David Ortiz waiting on deck with one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a 3-1 to Youkilis. And a swing and a miss.
Now you sitting on a fastball on that 3-1 count, did not get it, got the changeup. Chen doing a nice job in this game mixing up his pitches.
Here's a liner into center field. Youkilis has got a 1-out base hit. 5th hit of the night for the Red Sox. First for Kevin Youkilis.
Now back to the fastball on the 3-2 count, and Youkilis ready for it as he drives it right back up the middle for the base hit.
Beth Israel Deaconess, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, invites you to join the walking club and start your own walking program for better health. Need some inspiration? Check out their new music video featuring one of our very own Red Sox stars. Find out which one at bidmc.org/walking. 1 out, 1 on. David Ortiz, the batter, 0 for 2 in the game. He is popped out to first, grounded out to short. Shift on again for the O's here on the right side. Already hanging around the bag at second base. Any double play possibilities. That's right where Ortiz hit it last time. A hot shot hit hard that one hopped and Dino. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
David's front shoulder pulling off that fastball just a bit too early.
One and two. Middlebrooks on deck. 1 out here in the last of the 6th inning. Red Sox trailing for the first time in the game. Ortiz fouls it off to the left, out of play. Prior to the single by Youkilis, it had been 6 in a row retired by Chen. And 10 of the last 11 for the Orioles left-hander. Ortiz may have struck out. They check he did. Rung up by Dan Bellino. He offers another fastball that time from Chen, and it's Ortiz who does swing. 3rd K for Chen.
That's pretty nasty fastball too. Down and away from Ortiz. No argument on the swing from Ortiz as he checks the third base umpire.
So 2 down. Euclid at first base, and here's Will Middlebrooks, 2 for 2 in the game. Line and caught by Reynolds at first base on the backhand. It ends the 6th inning. There's 6 from Fenway. Orioles have a 2-1 lead. Fenway Park as the month of June is packed with great games. Tomorrow night, Red Sox close out the series against the Orioles. Then the action at Fenway Park heats up later this month. The Red Sox battle the Miami Marlins June 19th, 20th, and 21st. Get your tickets now for all these great June matchups at redsox.com/tickets. 7th inning back at Fenway. It is 2-1. Orioles on top, and going around is Adam Jones. Jones 0 for 2. He's flied to right and grounded to shortstop. '70th pitch of the night for Josh Beckett. Curveball in there for strike 2, and it's 0-2. Orioles getting to Beckett for 2 runs. The bottom third of the order doing the damage. 3 straight hits. In the dirt. 1-2 to Jones. Swing and a miss. That one's by Jones. Gets him on the fastball. 4th strikeout for Beckett. 1 down.
And a first strikeout for Josh. It's back in the 3rd inning when he had back-to-back strikeouts. Fastball down and away. A very late swing there by Adam Jones after looking at a couple of curveballs from Beckett.
1 down here in the 7th inning. Matt Wieters, a batter, 0 for 2. He's popped out to short and grounded back to the mound. Strike 1 over the outside corner. Well, Jerry, the Miami Marlins will be the next road trip for the Red Sox. Also play the Chicago Cubs as we'll be headed to Miami. This is in the air to left field. Darnell McDonald backs up, makes the catch shy of the track, and there's 2 down. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron. TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Back here at Fenway Park. 2-1, Orioles on top of the Red Sox at the moment. Beckett has pitched very well. One tough inning, the 6th inning, when the Orioles got 3 hits off him and 2 runs. Red Sox offense has been able to do virtually nothing against Wei and Chen tonight. 2 down for Chris Davis, who is 0 for 2 in the game. Orioles DH has struck out and flied out. So in foul back. And again, we are going to Miami. We'll see Hanley Ramirez moved to third base this season. He's hitting .444 with 4 homers the last 7 games. Jose Reyes, of course, signing a 6-year contract from the Mets to the Marlins this offseason, hitting at .371 during 15-game hitting streak. And Giancarlo Stanton leads the team in homers, RBIs, hitting .385 his last 11 games. Here is a liner to left center that's going to get in for a base hit. McDonald cuts it off, but it's a 2-out single for Chris Davis. First time he's been on base tonight.
Don, you know, you're talking about Miami, and the next 2 opponents for the Red Sox, Washington leads that division 31-22. Miami is second in that division 31-24, just a game back. So, you know, it's not an easy stretch for the Red Sox coming up.
One they will be able to use their DH for, one they will not. Washington, of course, here over the weekend, they will be able to, and then in Miami. Interesting to see how that works out. Mark Reynolds is the batter. He is 0 for 2. He's lined out and grounded out. Especially now, last time we were playing interleague games, you had Gonzalez and Wright. You got to figure out how to get Ortiz in at first. Youkilis was not with the team at the time, so now you have really 3 first basemen in that regard. Youkilis, who can play there, Gonzalez and Ortiz. Be interesting to see how that works for Bobby. The 1 to Reynolds. Curveball, swing and a miss, and it is 0-2. For every Red Sox game, it goes into extra innings or the Sox earn a save. CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. Two down, Davis at first base. Reynolds down to the count, 0-2. Listen, Benjamin waiting on deck here in the 7th inning for the O's. 0-2 is up and away, 1-2. One-two is in the dirt, and it is 2-2. Swing and a miss. Reynolds down on strikes. 5 Ks for Beckett. 7th inning stretch. The O's have a 2-1 lead. Let's check in with your need to know. Bethesda Daily presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jamison Coyle. hockey trivia question. Which two players in Red Sox history have had cycles against the Orioles? And the answer, Bob Watson and Mike Greenwell. Watson was the first to do so in Baltimore on September 15th of 1979. Greenwell had his almost 9 years to the day after. Cycle came at Fenway September 14th of 1988. Since Greenwell, the Red Sox have had two more cycles. Scott Cooper in 94, John Valentin, last player to accomplish a feat for Boston, doing so on this date in 1996. The Orioles have had 9 cycles in their history, most recently by Felix P.A. in 2009. Adrian Gonzalez leading it off here in the 7th inning. The one pitch fouled off to the left hand, out of play. 0-2 to Gonzalez.
Another two-handed catch. We've seen a lot of those two-handed catches at Fenway this season.
In the air, foul off to the left, out of play.
A chance for another one.
Wei Chen has held the Red Sox to 1 run so far tonight. Adrian has fouled out to the third baseman, lined out to first, 0 for 2. In the air, down the left field line, curling foul. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. 1-2 pitch to Adrian Gonzalez. In the air to left field. Flaherty on the run will play it on a hop. And Adrian Gonzalez with an opposite field base hit to begin things here in the 7th inning.
It looked like Gonzalez in that at bat had one thing on his mind, and that was taking the ball to the opposite field. A couple of foul balls out of play, and now this inside out swing on the fastball down, drops into left field for the base hit. Flaherty going to his left. He plays it on the one hop. Gonzalez at first base with a single.
Lead runner on for the Red Sox for the second time in the game. First time they scored was back in the 3rd inning, their only run. Here's Saltalamacchia, 0 for 2. Line foul just outside the line at third. Well, last night, Jared with a 2-run home run with a count of 1-2 and 2 outs in the 9th inning, tied it up. Of course, it was reviewed and determined to be a home run. Major League lead for catchers in home runs. Jared's got 11 on the season. He bats here. The Red Sox trailing by a run. Outside, 1-1. Into left field, a base hit for Saltalamacchia. To second base goes Gonzalez. The first 2 Red Sox have reached in the 7th inning.
Now see how Bobby Valentine plays this now. You've got Donnell McDonald coming to the plate. He's going to put a pinch runner in at the second base. It looks like a Pasednik. Let's see if he goes to the bunt.
Pasednik runs at second base, representing the tying run. Saltalamacchia at first base. Pitching line brought to you by Lexus. Wei Chen. 6+ innings, 7 hits, 1 run, no walks, 3 Ks. 2 of those hits coming back to back here in this, the bottom of the 7th inning. McDonald is squaring, and he fouls it off.
Trying to drop the ball down the third base line, pull that third baseman Betterman off the bag and leave it vacant. Did not get the barrel of the bat out front that time. It was kind of dragging behind him.
There is action for the Orioles in the pen. Darren O'Day, right-hander, up in the pen. They've been up in last night's game but did not get in. Bunting again. This time it is towards third. A look for Chen, but a fire to first, and he gets him. Did take a look at third base, but the sacrifice is complete. Second and third, one down.
Well done there by Donnell McDonald. A pinch runner at second base made a big difference too, because Pasednik has the speed, and that's why Chen did not throw it there. Goes to first base, gets McDonald, but the Red Sox get the two men in scoring position.
Yeah, if you have Adrian Gonzalez running right there, he'd be out.
He'd probably be out. Chen would have definitely gone to third base.
So second and third, one out, and Marlon Byrd, the batter, 1 for 2. Byrd singled in the third, lined out to right in the fifth. Sednick running at third base. Saltalamacchi at second base. One out in the seventh inning. Byrd fights it off foul. Finds himself in a hole now. 0-2. Game time a lot less lately for Marlon Byrd. Just outside, 1-2. Chen up to 96 pitches in his outing. Most he's thrown in any outing on the season is 107. That was back on April 28th against the Oakland A's. 1-2 is a swing and a miss. Byrd strikes out. It's a big K for Chen. And there's two outs here in the seventh inning. Fourth strikeout for Wei-Yin Chen.
Yeah, Chen goes to the changeup off the outside part of the plate and gets Byrd to chase the pitch that's not a strike.
So two down, second and third. Mike Aviles the batter. Got a sac fly in the third inning, supplying the Red Sox with, so far, their only run of the night.
Big hit here, Don. I feel it. Big hit.
You've been pretty good at predictions so far this season. We'll see. Aviles with a swing and a miss for strike one. Fastball that was up.
Sneaky quick with that fastball at 93 miles an hour.
Aviles fouls it off to the right, and it is 0-2. Sednick pinch running at third base. Adrian Gonzalez had singled to begin the inning. Jared Saltalamacchi at second base. Two down in the seventh inning. Red Sox down by a run. Pitch number 100 coming up for Chen. Aviles will pop it up. Back goes Reynolds, and the first baseman will make the catch, and Chen gets out of a major jam in the 7th inning. We're through 7. It's 2-1 Baltimore.
Home Depot, more saving, more doing. That's the power of Home Depot. Will Middlebrooks making a nice play on a line drive earlier in the ball game, preventing a 2-base hit as he picks that line drive off the dirt to record the out.
Defensive changes for the Red Sox, moving from left to right is Darnell McDonald, as Adrian Gonzalez was pinch run for by Scott Podsednik, who checks in left field now. 8th inning, 2-1, Orioles on top as Wilson Benjamin leads it off here for the O's. Swing at the first pitch and a foul out of play. Benjamin has struck out looking, and he started the 2-run 6th inning for the Orioles with a base hit to left field. He'd scored their first run. Beckett had stymied the Orioles through the first 5 innings on 49 pitches. In fact, they had only 1 base runner and 1 hit through the first 5 when they compiled 3 hits in a row and quickly 2 runs in the 6th. His action for the Orioles, Pedro Strop, who we saw in last night's game, warming up again for the Orioles. One of their setup men to get to Jim Johnson, a closer who did pitch 2 innings in last night's game. Here's a pop up on the infield right side. Youkilis coming in and takes care of out number 1. Coming up immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Red Sox Extra Innings Live with TC, Jim, and Jenny. Get a breakdown of Josh Beckett's start tonight and hear his comments. Plus, manager Bobby Valentine will have some comments as well from the interview room. It is all coming up after the game, only on Nesson and what is up with Beckett.
Some type of injury, I think. Beckett kind of yelled after he made that pitch on the mound, and immediately they popped out of the dugout. It was actually the umpire that went out toward Josh Beckett. Yeah, it looked like he was a little hop there, almost like he had a cramp.
Says fine. Pitching line for Josh Beckett, brought to you by Ace Ticket, 7 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 5 Ks. In the air to left center field over is Podsednik. And he'll make the catch of the second out of the 8th inning. I'll never miss another Sox game. Go to NESN.com/schedule now to download the full season schedule and do your favorite calendar program at home, in the office, or on the go. Remind you when the game is on. Download it now at NESN.com/schedule. Andrew Miller up in the Red Sox pen. First action we've seen in the pen tonight. Josh Beckett is 7 2/3 innings deep. 5th straight start that he's gone 7 or more, as he delivers strike 1 to Robert Andino. Just away, 1-1. Andino is grounded out to third, had an RBI single to right field in the 6th inning. Go for ball 2, 2-1. Two and two.
Good cut fastball there from Beckett, down and away from Andino. There's a little cut at the end.
Little number in front of the plate. Out is Saltalamacchia. Clears the runner and throws him out to end the top of the 8th inning. Coming up, Pedroia, Youkilis, and Ortiz. Sox down by a run.
Insurance is not just how you covered, it's how you're treated. 5 strikeouts tonight for Josh Beckett. Breaking ball there to Davis. A fastball to Betterman. Breaking ball to Flaherty. Fastball to Adam Jones, and Reynolds with a fastball.
Well, it appeared Josh Beckett battling a cramp in between innings, and Bob McClure over to check on him, but he was kind of grabbing the back of his hamstring, but appeared to be a cramp problem as the trainers were over there talking to him, and he was trying to stretch it out. Tom Valentine has come out here behind home plate to talk to Jerry Lane. New pitcher in for the Orioles as his call to the bullpen brought to you by New England Ford Dealers. And Pedro Strop into the game for the second straight night for the O's. 25th appearance, 3-2, 1.27 earned run average, 25 Ks and 28 1/3. He does have 15 walks. Opponent's only hitting at 163. Pedroia looks at ball one. 96 right out of the gate from Strop. 0 for 3 in the game for Pedroia. 5 appearances. Strop is not allowed to run to the Red Sox this season. That's a strike, and it is 1-1. More action for the Red Sox. Vicente Padilla just up. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball is the toughest thing, Jerry, when you're coming back as long a layoff as Pedroia had.
Yeah, generally that, and change ups, anything off speed. Most of your batting practice is taken on fastballs.
Swing and a miss. That was a fastball, but it was at 98 and quickly by Pedroia. One down in the 8th as we check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, MLB News and Notes are brought to you by Nissan. Just 10 days shy of his 40th birthday, Andy Pettitte struck out 10 Rays for his 3rd win of the season. It was his 15th career game with 10 or more strikeouts. The Majors' leading home run hitter, Josh Hamilton, will not participate in this year's Home Run Derby. Hamilton's last Derby appearance was in 2008 when he hit 28 homers in the first round. And Bryce Harper delivered his first career walk-off hit last night. His 12th inning single was the first walk-off hit by a teenager since Gary Sheffield in 1988. Don?
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. And Jerry, it is amazing. Andy Pettitte takes a year off, comes back, and 10 Ks in last night's game against a good Rays team.
You know, taking a year off might have put a little life back in that arm for Andy Pettitte. He always keeps himself in great shape. There's no question about that. And maybe giving that arm a rest for 1 year. Doing a heck of a job for the Yankees.
Especially with the Yankees not having Michael Pineda, who they planned on having this season at all. The 1-1 pitch is inside, 2-1. And a lot of guys kind of shying away from that home run derby situation. It is kind of difficult. You go in there, and we've seen some guys messed up afterwards. Adrian Gonzalez never really admitted to it, but he wasn't the same afterwards last year. Somehow David Ortiz year in and year out seems to be fine after the home run derby, but it bothers some guys.
Yeah, it does. You know, and I'd be afraid. Like, if I was a home run hitter,
yeah,
I'd be afraid to do it because I'd be afraid to go like 0 for 10, you know, and not even pop one.
There's ball 4. Red Sox need a base runner, and they have one. Youkilis down to first on base for the 3rd time tonight. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of free checking that's got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. 1 out, 1 on. David Ortiz coming up, 0 for 3. Former home run derby champion David Ortiz. I guess the last thing you want is one of your players going and then changing their swing during the course of the derby and not finding it in the second half.
They're just trying to launch. That's all they're trying to do in that home run derby contest.
Ortiz trying to launch, fouls it off, and it's 1-1. Strop has been operating from 96 to 98 with the fastball since coming in. The former Texas Ranger ready with a 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Will Middlebrooks waiting on deck, 1 out, 1 on here in the last of the 8th inning. Ball 3-1. Padilla has been joined by Aceves. Hitters count for Big Papi here with 1 down. Ball 4, he walks him. Back-to-back walks. Well, we saw that in the numbers. Strop had come in walking 15 so far in the season. He walks back-to-back batters with 1 out here in the 8th.
It goes away from the fastball on the 3-2 count to Ortiz and throws that slider. Not even close, not even tempting for David to swing at.
So now Will Middlebrooks with a chance with 2 on and 1 out. Last inning, the Red Sox left base runners at 2nd and 3rd when Wei-Yin Chen was able to get out of the jam. Red Sox have left a total of 6 men on base for the first 7 innings, and Will Middlebrooks has had a 2-hit night, both singles. Middlebrooks takes ball 1. Youkilis at second base, Ortiz at first, 1 away. Middlebrooks chops it foul, and it evens at 1-1. Little bloop to shallow center. Jones coming in is under it and puts it away for out number 2. So a big out for Strop. 2 down here in the 8th. Well, Jerry, as you reported yesterday, Daisuke Matsuzaka getting ready for his start on Saturday, and a look at his numbers in the minor leagues and rehabs. 8 appearances, 0-3 with a 3.65 earned run average. Expected to start Saturday against the Washington Nationals here at Fenway Park. Last game of the majors was May 16th of last year, and of course the Tommy John surgery. 40 pitches last night, an inning and a third. Last 2 starts prior to last night. He'd gone 10 and a third, giving up 3 hits and just 1 run, so he's looked pretty good.
Well, Bobby Valentine said today that he's ready to go. He said all the physical elements are behind him now. He feels comfortable with his release point, and we'll see over the weekend.
In there for strike 1 to Scott Podsednik, who bats for the first time. 1 for 2 in his career against Strop. Pinch ran for Adrian Gonzalez in the 7th inning. So here's a spot where Adrian is pinch run for and would be coming up in a key spot here in the 8th. And instead of Adrian Gonzalez, it is Podsednik. Fouls it off, 1-2. Two walks, Youkilis at second, Ortiz at first, 2 down in the 8th. On the ground at first base, Reynolds has got it. He'll take it to the bag and end the inning. The Red Sox strand 2 more. We're through 8 from Fenway. It is 2-1 Baltimore. The Red Sox jumped on top in the third inning. A sac fly for Mike Aviles would score Darnell McDonald, and the Red Sox had a 1-0 advantage. Beckett had stymied the Orioles through the first 5, but they get 2 in the 6th inning. Robert Andino with a base hit to right field. It would score Wilson Bitterman to tie the score. Flaherty scores on a fielder's choice, and Beckett was very good in tonight's game as he goes the first 8 innings, giving up 5 hits and 2 runs, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 5. But as he leaves, he departs on the hook with the Orioles on top 2-1. The Red Sox could not do much tonight for Wei-Yin Chen as first pitch, the Ephus pitch right out of the gate, in there for a strike.
Yeah, great job tonight by Josh Beckett. Excellent stuff in this ball game.
Eight innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 5 Ks for Beckett. Throws 92 pitches. As they check, see if he offered at that. Actually, they haven't checked if he offered at that. He said he did not. 1-1. Vicente Padilla comes in for the 9th inning. His 22nd appearance, 1-0 with a 4.91 earned run average. 21 Ks in 22 innings. Last pitched in Toronto on Saturday, going 2/3 of an inning and giving up a hit. He is behind Endy Chavez, 2-1. Ball 3. In the air to left center field. Bird coming from center and makes the catch for the first out of the 9th inning. It's time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow, the final game of the series, it'll be Brian Mattis on the mound for the Orioles. Second start of the season for him against the Sox. Back on May 22nd, he pitched 6 1/3, allowing just 2 hits and 1 run, equal to career high with 9 strikeouts. Overall, Mattis 5-5, but he has won 4 of his last 5 decisions. Our live coverage begins tomorrow at 6 with the Red Sox first pitch. 1 out in the 9th inning. J.J. Hardy, the batter, 0 for 3. He's grounded out 3 times, twice into double plays. It's into a 6-4-3, once into a 5-4-3. Jim Johnson, the closer, up in the pen. He worked 2 innings last night. Ended up getting the win after blowing his first save of the year. Slice foul off to the right, up into the seats. Red Sox in the bottom of the 9th inning. Scheduled Saltalamacchia, McDonald, and Bird. Oh, 2 is up over the mound. It is Aviles on the run and in time to get J.J. Hardy. Nice play. Well, it's time now for the Coors Light Freeze Cam. Adam Jones was thrown out earlier in the game as Kevin Youkilis had to go up to get this throw from Mike Aviles, and he comes down on the bag just in time to get Jones. Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. 2 down in the 9th, and Adam Jones, the batter, he is 0 for 3. Fly to right, grounded to short, and struck out swinging. The Ephus pitch hit on the ground to shortstop. Aviles with the throw out. It's a 1-2-3 9th inning for Padilla. Jim Johnson will be on the mound. We come back trying to finish it off for the O's. Red Sox have other ideas. Southwest Airlines, Sullivan Tire, Kia Motors, and by 5 Hour Energy. Now, bottom of the ninth inning back at Fenway Park. Red Sox trailing 2-1 to the Baltimore Orioles. And the closer is on for the O's. Jim Johnson last night going 2 innings, blowing the save for the first time on the year. 25th appearance, 1-0, 1.44 earned run average. He is now 17 out of 18. Did get the win in last night's game. Opponents hitting at just 170 against the Orioles closer. And here he is again tonight. Jared Saltalamacchia leading it off. A foul fly off to the left. Saltalamacchia last night able to hit the 2-run home run with 2 outs and 2 strikes. Ties it up 6-6. Orioles would win it an inning later. Looks like Ryan Sweeney has come out on deck as the pitch misses outside. 1-1. It is Sweeney. He would bat for Darnell McDonald. Swinging a foul tip, 2-2.
Good change up that time from Johnson. A fastball that Saltalamacchia hit out of the ballpark last night. That's the change up, turning it over a little bit. Gets the swing and miss.
Blown save last night actually snapped a streak of 25 straight dating back to last year. 2-2 is ball 3. His best month, the month of May, had a 1.42 ERA and was 12 for 12 in save opportunities in May. He's blown 1 here in June and is ready with a 3-2 pitch to Saltalamacchia. In the air to left, Flaherty going back. He is there to make the catch for out number 1 of the ninth inning, shy of the track. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. As Jerry likes to call it, Card 88.
Card 88 has been read.
1 out in the ninth. Sweeney 2 for 6 against Johnson. Out on deck, another pinch hitter, Daniel Nava. He would bat for Marlon Byrd. All of a sudden, the Red Sox have got lots of outfield options. Quickly 0-2. Swinging a foul, just getting a piece. Pedro Strop worked the 8th inning. He worked his way around 2 walks. Red Sox have left 8 men on through the first 8 innings. Two and 2. The Yankees have upped their lead to 4-0 over Tampa Bay in the 9th inning now in New York. So perhaps a loss there by Tampa Bay. If the Orioles can hold on, they would have sole possession of the American League East at this point. Swing and a miss. Sweeney down on strikes. 2 down in the 9th.
First curveball that Johnson's thrown since coming into the game. It's basically been fastball changeups. Now he goes to the curveball to pick up a strikeout against Sweeney. The Red Sox down to their final out.
Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on NESN during the 2012 season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the pediatric trauma program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Daniel Nava batting with 2 outs here in the 9th inning, pinch hitting for Marlon Byrd as he takes strike 1. 0 for 2 with a strikeout is Nava against Johnson. That is a strike, and it is 0-2. The 0-2 pitch to Nava. Spins out of the way and takes ball 1. They play for Nava to pull Adam Jones, the center fielder, a step or two towards right center. Swing and a miss. Nava strikes out, and the Orioles win again. They're 5-0 against the Red Sox at Fenway Park this season. Jim Johnson able to get the save, and it's really a tough night for the Red Sox as it works out. I mean, Becca pitches really well, but has nothing to show for it.
He did, and it was a well-pitched game on both sides. I mean, a real good baseball game. Unfortunately, comes on the wrong end for the Red Sox, but you mentioned Josh Beckett. He was excellent in this game tonight, and if he pitches like that the majority of the time, he's going to win an awful lot of ball games.
We will come back to Fenway after this. Orioles win it 2-1.